We are your source for the latest sports news, on and off the field.
Who's got it better than that? Let's go!
I got to send condolences out to one of the NFL family's own, Calais Campbell, for the horrible loss of his mother.
And turning to some other news this morning, we have new information about a woman found dead in her home in Buckhead. Atlanta police say her son was detained for questioning, and the incident is tied to an NFL player. Ariana Manise joins us live from Atlanta Police headquarters. And Ariana, we know the victim's son was arrested. What are investigators saying now?
Well, police tell us that they were called to that home in Buckhead yesterday afternoon for a welfare check. Once they were able to get inside the home, that's when they found the 71-year-old woman dead. Now, this is video from the scene yesterday when our crew was there. Atlanta police say a family member requested that welfare check just after 12:30 yesterday afternoon at a home on Roswell Road. And when officers were able to get inside that home, that's when they found the 71-year-old woman dead and detained her 41-year-old son, who investigators believe was involved in what they're calling a domestic incident. Investigators say they're still working to determine exactly what happened, including the woman's cause of death. And when we spoke to investigators on the scene, they say this was not the first time officers have been called to that address.
A brief look into the history does show some calls back in April dealing with this location, a possible arson incident, and an arrest. So, there have been some indications of possibly some mental health issues with the individual. But yeah, the family did indicate that.
And on top of all that, they saying it's your brother. Your brother. Now, I understand they say he dealing with some mental issues, so I'm not going to speak on that too tough. I'm a reserve comment for a later date when I got a better understanding of what's going on with him in that situation. But it's still sad, man, to have to deal with something like that. And the fact that it's your own brother who they saying did it. Now, Campbell, the 6-time Pro Bowler, was not just about to, is entering his 19th season in the NFL. His 19th season. And in doing so, he decided to spin the block and go back to Baltimore, a team he already spent some time with throughout his career. And I mean, Campbell was an absolute beast on the field. His whole career. Got like 960 tackles or 940, something like that. He close to 1,000. Then he got 117 sacks. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to be putting on that tan jacket once he decides to call it quits for real. Now, throughout those previous 18 seasons, he's played with teams like the Arizona Cardinals. I think he's played with them twice. He played with the Miami Dolphins, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm just going off the top of my head, so in no particular order. The Baltimore Ravens. I think, like I said, this is his second stint with them. Of course, the Atlanta Falcons, my team. That's why I remember him best in those years. So he's been around the league and, played for a lot of teams and at a real high level, may I add. But I ain't going to talk too much about this situation because I don't know that much about it. But we're going to continue to follow it. And if anything new develop, we'll definitely keep you updated, all right? Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe, and that notification bell button so you can get notified every time we drop new videos. Until next time, y'all be safe out there.